Okay, so my phase three experience, it was pretty sweet. I don't want to use the word laid back, but it's kind of laid back in a way because, and it's laid back because when you go to phase one, it's like a slap in the face of a routine change. You know, whether you were working a full time job or you just got out of high school or do whatever, just the routine change of having set times to be places, you know, going as groups with everybody, like, I don't know. It's just different. It's a little more easier. Maybe it's just the release or relief of passing first and second phase. You get to third phase and you're like halfway there, almost done. But phase three, again, you cannot leave the campus at all. But this time you're only there for about 5 or 6 weeks. I can't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure it's 6 weeks. The first 2 weeks, everybody stays together still. So it's pretty cool because, you show up and you're going to be with all the guys that you were just with, and, either a class ahead of you or a class below you. Everybody's going to be together. You guys all talk about, the ships you were on. You guys laugh it up, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to stay together for the first 2 weeks, taking tanker assists, LNG, and a government vessels class, I believe. Now, just because I don't remember if I said this or not, the apprentice program gives you everything entry level across the board, and they broaden your horizons on the ships you can go to. Where if you do this on your own and you just take, the entry level classes to get on a ship and you don't really know about it all, well, you can only get on so many types of ships. The apprenticeship program gives you all these classes for free and sets you up to be able to do any ship you want. Whether, because you need the tanker assist and LNG to work on tankers and LNGs, and you need a government vessel class if you want to work on government vessels as civilian contractors. So the program really sets you up to have options. But you're going to take those 2 or 3 classes in the first 2 weeks, and then at the end of the 2 weeks, you have to decide whether you want to go deck, engine, or steward. If you choose deck, you get RFPNW for a month. That's what I did. I think it's rating, forming, part of a navigational watch. If you go engine, I believe you take BAPO or FOWT. But I'm pretty sure it's BAPO, and I don't know what it stands for. And then for the steward, you take a culinary class of some sort. But that's it. It's much more laid back in my eyes because you're used to the routine of things now. You already know what to expect, and this time around you don't have to work in the kitchen at all, and you don't have the chores weekly like you did in phase one, but you do have to do the weekend Saturday details still. But it's easy, and you only have to do it one day a week. Another thing to note about phase three is they don't throw away the uniforms that they give you in phase one. Okay, use them as work clothes. Don't just throw them away right away. A bunch of guys, when we finished phase one, instead of using them for work clothes, they were like, yeah, man, done with phase one. And they just took all their $400 worth of uniforms and threw them in the trash. Now, they got to phase three, and they assumed that they were going to get more clothes. You don't. Like, you still need the khakis that they give you in phase one. You need, phase one, you wear khaki, or phase three, you wear khakis, a polo t-shirt, and if it's cold, you have an SIU crew sweater. But don't throw away all your uniforms because you still do need them. I think you also get like cargo shorts. You need those if you want to wear cargo shorts. Don't go throwing away all of your clothes. Just use them for work clothes. Um, what else can I tell you about Phase 3? I enjoyed it. It was pretty quick. It goes by very quick. Another big part, which was a surprise to everyone when I was there in third phase, is when I read up on the program and everything, it was like they basically said you're going to be in this for a year and a half. Like, expect to be doing this for a year and a half straight, never going home. Well, it's true for phase 1 to phase 2. You get done with phase 1, you pass your tests, and they hold you at the school until they get you a phase 2 ship. And that's where all of us were surprised at phase 3. We thought that was going to happen from phase 3 to phase 4. Wrong. After phase 3, you're going to go home. It might only be for 2 days, might be for 3 days. I was home for 3 weeks. Now, it was a surprise to everybody, and in a way it kind of sucks, because if you assume and you buy a ticket and then you fail, well, you have to stay until the following Monday to retake the test. So the ticket you bought for Friday night or Saturday morning, just hope it's refundable. For me, I just told myself there's no way I'm going to fail. I'm passing this test, and I bought my ticket a week in advance because they told me they said that they weren't going to have a ship for me right away. Buy my ticket, so which I know some guys in the third phase before me, they got lucky and they had ships straight out of third phase. So the school will tell you whether they're going to have ships for you guys or whether you're going to have to buy tickets home. You can either buy it for that Saturday and tell yourself there's no way you're going to fail, or you can buy it for the following Tuesday because the retakes are on Monday. But in that case, I do believe you have to pay to stay over the weekend at the school. But the cost to stay there is ridiculously cheap. Super, super cheap. You might not even have to pay, but I'm not entirely sure, but I know it's super cheap to stay at the hotel in the Union. If, you're going through the program or you're a Union member, whatever. But I bought my ticket like 5 days before, and it ended up being like a $500 ticket from Baltimore, Maryland to Seattle. Last minute ticket was like $500. So remember that you are going to have to buy a ticket home after third phase. So don't blow all your money from second phase, and I hope you've saved up even more money than that, because you're going to need the ticket to get to third phase, and then you're going to need a plane ticket to get home from third phase. But on top of that, a note on top of the note, these companies and the ships, like for second phase and for fourth phase, you have to pay to get to the airport, but then everything else is paid up after that. Sometimes they'll even reimburse you to get to the airport. Most of the time you'll have, you get on your flight, you go to wherever they fly you, and they'll usually have an agent or a driver that'll pick you up from the company and bring you to the ship. But sometimes you'll have to get a taxi to bring you to the ship, and in that case, that ride is also refundable. You just bring your receipt, and the company repays you. So you can't just be completely broke and think you're going to be able to get everywhere. I think that's all I got for you guys, though. Phase 3, like I said, it's definitely more laid back. It's a little more enjoyable because you know what to expect. You don't have to do the chores. You don't have to work in the kitchen. You're halfway there. Just study, pass the tests. I think that's all I got. So, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please like, and share my videos if you guys want. I'm out.